Hi, and welcome to Samwell's YouTube page. Man, I sure hope you guys are going to be sticking around because I got something planned just spectacular for you guys. Not only is it just going to be a Halloween look, but I do think I'm going to have a murder case for you guys. So, I don't know. Let's try it out on this channel. What do you guys think? We're going to be going over the Daniel Sakowitz case today. So I do hope you guys are going to be intrigued. Throwing a disclaimer out here. If you are not the type of person that likes to hear about murder cases, blood, goresome, dismemberment, actual events that took place in the United States, please right click off my video. This is not the video for you guys, and because I'm a decent human being at the end of the day and I care about my audience, I do not want to offend anybody. So without further ado, let's get into this video. So let's jump right into it. So Daniel Sakowitz, he was born in the 1960s from Texas, from a small town called Rockport. Daniel showed serious mental illnesses at a very early stage in his life. And as a preteen, he received psychiatric care, and he was even put on medication for his severe mental illnesses. That's just a little backstory about this guy. Daniel also later moved to New York at 1985. So we're going to fast forward the story a little bit. So now Daniel's located in New York City, and this dude has quite the reputation for feeding the homeless around the park. He knows what it's like to be homeless, and so he knows exactly how they feel, their hunger pains, and he's just trying to be a decent human being and trying to take care of the homeless. So that's a little backstory about this film. So I'm going to describe Daniel to you. So he had long hair. He looked very hippie, kind of druggy, kind of looked like a drifter. Very kind of, I guess you could say, outsider, really. He was also known for like wearing like a chicken head around his neck. I mean, if that don't tell you what kind of person he is, he doesn't sound mentally stable to me. He didn't hold down an actual full-time job. He was known for being a weed dealer. Yep. Straight up weed dealer. So Daniel, through selling all the drugs that he had been selling for the last few years, he met this lady named Sylvia, and he also nicknamed her Rooster. She helped him sell drugs, so both dynamic duos. So as Daniel's continuing his journey through New York, he's been there for a while, he's doing the drug business, he's got that going for him. He actually ended up meeting a lady whose name is Monica Beale. And she's actually a very lovely lady, so we're going to talk about her a little bit. So, and I want to make sure I get this stuff right, give you guys the correct information. So she was a Swiss student at the Martha Graham Center of Contemporary Dance and a dancer at Billy's Topless. So not only was she going to school for the school of dancing, but she was also a stripper on the side. But anyways, so Daniel and her hit it off pretty well. All his friends knew her as his girlfriend. So Daniel and Monica are hitting it off. Everybody sees them as a couple. She's attending school in New York and she's needing a place to stay. And so her boyfriend at the time is allowing him to go stay at his place. Now, keep in mind, he still has Sylvia around, and you know how women are when you put them together, they just can't get along. So now Monica is living in Daniel's apartment with him, and he's actually getting behind on his rent and stuff, and he actually ends up having to tell Monica about it because he offered her to come live under his residency. Well, Monica, like a good woman she is, she catches him up on his rent. Could you imagine the audacity of somebody telling you, "Oh, hey, come move in with me," even though I'm fixing to get kicked out? Like, seems to me like this dude was using her. That's just my like how I feel about it. Anyway, she catches him up on rent. Monica sees Sylvia coming in and out of the apartment a lot. She kind of gets the wrong message about Sylvia from the beginning. Like, I don't really think Monica's really aware of what is actually going on between Daniel and Sylvia. Anyway, so she starts bringing guests home in their apartment that Daniel's not really fond of. Such as black men that she's seeing. And so through this story, for those of you who aren't aware, Daniel is, he's pretty much racist. He thinks he's superior to the black people. Yes, he feeds them, he takes care of them, he hangs out with them, he talks to them, but he secretly thinks he's above all the black individuals. He's never liked them. He just can't stand them. So that's a little bit of a backstory on Daniel. So things aren't going too well under the household with Monica and Daniel living there and random guests being at their house. Neither party is favorable to the guests that are coming to this apartment, pretty much. And so pretty much Daniel knows that, since Monica caught him up on his rent, what if she tries to take the apartment out from under him? That's basically what Daniel's colleague told him, Sylvia. That she could try to take this apartment from you, That really scared Daniel. Daniel lives in survival mode, so imagine with his mental illnesses and everything else that he's got going on, he thinks that Monica is trying to plot against him on stealing his apartment. So at this point, Daniel's plotting to kill Monica. He's going over things, methods on how he's going to get rid of Monica since, he feels like she's going to take the apartment from him. So Monica and Daniel were at the apartment alone. No company, nobody was around. Daniel was previously plotting to kill Monica. Monica was not aware of Daniel plotting, trying to kill her. So pretty much they're home alone. And anyways, Daniel ends up grabbing like a cable from the television. He wraps it around her neck without her knowing. Like, as soon as he wraps it around, she starts trying to fight him off and she's freaking out. She's clawing at Daniel, like leaving claw marks all over his arms. She's fighting for her dear life. Anyways, Daniel's strength is able to overpower Monica and she ends up pretty much suffocating and dying. So Daniel pretty much got his way. Monica just happened to be at the wrong place, wrong time during. So now that Monica's dead, Daniel has to figure out how to get rid of her body. Flesh, once a person is killed, it starts to decay, starts rotting, it puts off very putrid smells, and it's very noticeable, it's very distinguishable. So next, he takes her body, he throws it in the bathtub. He dismantles her rib cage. So all you see in the bathtub is, a headless body with guts, blood, and everything else ripped out, dismantled rib cage. Everything's just in the tub. All her organs, everything that you can think of besides her head, is all just exposed in this tub. So Daniel now has a corpse pretty much in his house. He's ripped her apart into pieces. Now the sick individual is thinking about making a soup. Yeah, I said it. Soup that has Monica's pieces body parts, everything else you can think of in the soup. So he has made the soup and he's going to go visit the homeless at the Tompkin Square apartment. So he starts passing out bowls of soup of Monica in that soup. Homeless is just chowing on it, eating it down. It's not bothering them. They're getting free food, they're getting fed. So not only has he cooked her up, put her in a soup pretty much, he's has to go buy special tools because some of her bones are really thick and his own household items are not cutting through her all the way that he needs to because he needs to break her down and get rid of her. So once he has everything he needs to, like he's cutting her up in pieces, he's throwing pieces of her down the toilet, flushing it down the toilet. This person, Daniel, decides to not only like flush her down the toilet, but he's gonna eat on her for the next 10 days. Yeah, I said it. Eat on her for the next 10 days. Like, so pretty much what we're gathering from this dude is he's got mental illnesses. He's involved in the drug life. He hangs around individuals he's not supposed to. And now he's a cannibal of all things. So I've described to you guys about Daniel. So Monica's been in his house for like a while, He's been eating on her. His apartment's starting to smell dingy and just grimy. So he gets the bright idea of he needs to clean up his evidence. So he goes to the store and he gets like bleach, cleaning products because he's trying to hide his evidence. So he scrubs the house really good, like all druggies do. Like they really detail the house very good because they don't want you finding evidence. Zero, zilch. Anyway, so with the rest of Monica's like bones and stuff that he can't get rid of, like he pretty much throws her bones in a bucket, not her head, just like bones that he can't get rid of, and he puts like kitty litter around it. And he takes that bucket to his work and he puts it in his locker, hoping that nobody's gonna find it. Daniel gets Monica's head, he cleans it up really well, and he sticks it on his mantle, He's got mental illnesses, so he's talking to that skeleton head of Monica's like it's an actual person. Like, he takes all his anger out on it. He calls her like a bitch, anything like remotely negative. Yeah, Monica gets it all. Poor lady. Cut up, and now her head's on his mantle. So Daniel, being the slick guy that he thinks he is, he thinks he's gotten away with, murdering Monica. So pretty much he's feeling like he's on top of this world, He has her head at his apartment, he's fed her out to the homeless. And here's where his pride caught up to him. He went blabbering his mouth around the Tompkin Square Park saying that he killed Monica, pretty much killed his roommate, he's getting away with it, Like I said, he feels like he's on top of the world, like he's unstoppable at this point. So with all his blabbering around town, information got into the wrong hands. Can you guess it? Oh yes, the police. So the date of Daniel's arrest was September 18th of 1989. And the date of Monica Bill's murder was August 19th of 1989. So he almost made it an entire month of being a free guy after killing. So he's going to trial over, the murder of Monica, and they label him as AKA the Cannibal Chef. So on February 22nd of 1991, Daniel was pretty much found to be insane. So he did not go to prison. Matter of fact, they just looked at him like he had serious mental problems. So they justified Monica's murder. I don't know how he didn't go to prison. Daniel Sakowitz, he was moved to a state hospital because he was criminally insane at this point. He did not need to be wandering the streets. He couldn't be in prison because of his mental illnesses. This was how they handled him. So we're gonna wrap this up. I feel really bad for Monica Bill's family because for me, if somebody killed one of my loved ones, I don't know how I'd handle that. I don't think I could sleep at night not knowing that he went to prison for his actions. So we have here the cracked glass doll. As you can see, I have the beautiful eye makeup going on. My hair's put up and pieces of my face have done broke off and I'm cracking and I'm bleeding out from underneath them. Please share, like, and subscribe. Tell me down in the comments what you guys think. Do you want to see more things like this on my channel? Tell me what you guys would like me to do. I'm here to give you entertainment and be your virtual friend. Once again, I would just like to say that, to all my fans, I really do support you guys. I appreciate all your guys' support. Me being on this platform, you guys taking the time to watch my videos, this is a huge deal and it means a lot for me. So I just can't thank you guys enough. You guys, I love you guys. So without further ado, bye, my lovely friends.